Hello, everyone, Randy here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Elk Mountain, Wyoming, and yep, we've done a little playing around here since the last episode. Everyone, first off, got a couple of suggestions from you folks on the whole silo system and auger here, or actually, I think it's technically a belt, actually, here as well, so thank you folks for that one. One of the suggestions was to attach a tractor to the belt. I don't believe that is actually needed for this belt. One of the things I tried, obviously, as you can see, is the dump truck. Now, when I went and bought a different type of trailer, or in this case, a dump truck, right, to see if our gravity wagons were at fault for some of the problems we had there last episode. So, speaking of which, by the way, for those who did not see last episode, we're working on harvesting at field 3 there with the wheat. We got our gravity wagons full. Went over here to empty into our bin with the auger here, or belt, again, as I should probably call it. And we could not get it to unload everyone. So, yeah, wasn't exactly sure what the problem was. Any one of a number of different issues, right? It could be the bins aren't working, could be the belts not working, could be the trailers that aren't working. But anyway, with all that being said, everyone, I backed the dump truck up here, and you notice right away we got the option to start overloading. And if I detach the tractor, by the way, so actually let's just get rid of the tractor. I don't believe this is actually needed. And then we back up to it here. It is still giving us the option to unload them. And so, very well possible. We'll have to try this again here. Maybe just last episode was glitching out. I don't know. Maybe it'll work this episode. But it looks like the dump truck here is going to unload into this. Well, maybe. Is it? It's not going to unload very smoothly, though, is it? So what's going to happen? It's going to unload a little bit. Dump it up there a little bit. Oh, my goodness. This is going to really suck, everyone. Well, this is definitely less than ideal. I mean, it's obviously it's working, everyone, but okay, there we go. We got it unloaded. Definitely did not like that unload process, that's for sure, but oh well. At least we got it unloaded. Now, okay. There we go. Shut off, truck. Now, the only problem with this oven, we still have 2 gravity wagons here with 1,360 bushels of wheat sitting there yet. What, everyone, are we going to do with that? Hopefully, we can get that in here yet. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm not sure 2 of these bins can... got 25,000 liters of wheat. Really? Wow, that's all that truck holds? I thought that truck holds more than that. I mean, that might be all the truck holds, I guess. Not even sure what truck that was here again. I think that was the one... that one right there, actually. Holds, oh yeah, 25,000. I guess I didn't even check that. I just was looking for a truck we could test this out with, and that's the one I got. So, now the question is, Evan, can we get the gravity wagons in there? And then we also have a little bit left in the combine here as well. Between episodes, I finished up harvesting on field 3, so field 3 is done. I wonder if the gravity wagons are too low for this, maybe. That could potentially be the problem there, everyone. Because, I mean, like, placing it here, it's still not giving me the unload option, which I find to be very strange. As I noted there last episode, sometimes these gravity wagons can be a bit of a problem trying to unload them. Trying to get a spot where I can actually pick them up with a heavy lift mod here too. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, I'm definitely not getting any sort of unload option here, which is really going to suck, because how am I going to get the 1,360 bushels of wheat out of these wagons here if I can't unload it into this? Not to mention, yeah, how slow it unloaded with that. That is a good one, Evan. That is a good one. I have to go look at the comments here, see if anyone else had any other good suggestions here. Oh, yeah, someone said you got to open up the bin cover. That would be a cool feature, but I don't believe there's a way, and that is something I thought about when I did actually go around and look and see what's like, is there a way to open this cover somehow? Because I'm obviously, yes, real life, I knew you would open the cover up here. But, I mean, unless I'm missing something, everyone. And actually, I think, yeah, we kind of confirmed that already when we put the first load in there. It doesn't need to be open. There's a handle here. Be cool if that opened, but doesn't seem like it does that I can tell. So, anyway. The conveyal, huh? The conveyal is not exactly conveying all. That's the problem here. Yeah, so at this point, I'm really not sure what to do. I mean, because... Oh, we could try. We'd have to be a little bit careful about it, maybe. Level, no, I want to raise and lower. And then we should probably change the brush strength. Is that the one? Yes. Oh, is it not going to let me raise it up? Well, I guess. Okay, let's move the tractor out of the way. We'll try that again. Just to test out my theory here on that possibly the gravity wagons here tip trigger is too low for that belt. That is literally the only thing I can think of, Evan. Let's try that again here. Raise lower. That's P&L. There we go. Yeah, the tractor's not going to be able to get up that, is it? Okay. That's a little too much. I never claimed to be an expert at this one, so bear with me here a minute. Especially this, yeah, okay, that, I'm liking the looks of that. I want to now see if we can maybe flatten that out. Okay, next question is, can the tractor make it up then? Let's try this. Oh, this might not work because I'm still going to be like too far away here now, I think. What I probably need is like to be like more of a multiplayer situation where I can actually be like there to hold it up and have someone be in the tractor at the same time. Just see what's, yeah, it's still not giving me the option to unload one. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you do? At this point, I'm going to assume it's probably the fault of the gravity wing. That's my my suspicion at this point. Yeah, this probably actually made the problem worse as far as trying to unload everyone, because being tipped down like that's actually probably going to push the tip trigger further down into the ground. So yeah, we don't want that. Let's see if we can get this back out of here a minute. Not looking good. Might have got this stuck. We'll just pull that over here real quick a minute. And then I guess we'll just flatten that mess back down. I don't know, unless you folks got some other ideas here, but I'm thinking the problem here might be the gravity wagons do not like that belt, which we could try a different belt. We can look into that here a minute. We'll flatten that back down there a minute. Whoa. No idea what that's about. That looks like a lot of arrow. Missed a spot. Missed a spot. There we go. I think we got it now. That looks better. Back to normal. And just out of curiosity, if we get in here, swivel this back around over here. Let's maybe go grab the truck here again real quick. We can unload the last of the wheat here from the combine. The only other thing, obviously, I don't like here either, one is the fact that when I tried to unload this truck, it's got to start, stop, start. That is super annoying. That one. Definitely not liking that. Again, I don't know if that's the fault of the truck, the belt, the silo, don't know. Definitely not ideal, though, in my opinion. Not sure how much is in the combine. I don't think there's a whole lot here. Speaking of the combine, by the way, the S550, I think I mentioned this before, too. S550, I'm definitely not familiar with that number, and someone in the comments said they thought that was more of a South American / Brazilian combine. Yep, there we go. There's the option to unload. So yeah, I'm going to say the problem is probably the gravity wagons, I guess. I'm not entirely sure then how to... yeah, kind of got a problem here. Oh, we got 2 wagon loads of wheat sitting in there. A little bit less than ideal. I wonder. Let's steal this one here a minute. See, with these belts, most of the time you don't actually necessarily need to have a bin to empty into. The belt itself should have a bit of a capacity to it. Yeah, I'm not seeing any options with that one there either. It's not looking good. I'm not looking good for the plan with the gravity wagons, I guess. Might have to maybe just go with that dump truck then. Although, like I said, again, I don't really like that option because of how slowly the belt emptied, or maybe I should say how quickly the dump truck tried to empty the belt. I don't know. Either way. We'll just stick that back under there. Yeah, it looks, hopefully that's close enough. Actually, I should probably do... Maybe I should check this out. Let's see once. Can we actually unload this silo here a minute? Come on. Whoa. Easy. Whoa. My goodness. Okay. There we go. Got it. Yep, that does work. Oh, wait, 29? Oh, that's right. I put it. I was going to say, wait a minute. We had 25. How do we go up to 29? That's right. We put just a little bit more in there from the combine. Speaking of the combine, we can put the combine away here a moment. And then we might have to pause the recording while I contemplate what I'm going to do with those gravity wagons. And I'm not sure of one. Do we replace the silo system? That's an option. Do we replace the gravity wagons? Probably a cheaper option there. To replace the gravity wagons, I'm not sure what we want to replace them with. Oh, look at that. Fits nicely. Very nicely. Okay. Yep, that looks pretty good there if you ask me, Evan. Oh, let's maybe just take a real quick look at what do we have. Oh, yeah, saving content. What do we have for some silo systems maybe we could use here that might work a little bit better? Those silos here a minute. We could just, get something like that. That would actually let us unload into the pit. Okay, a little bit bigger. Wow, that is it's a good sized one, isn't it? 503, 1.2 million. Perfect. There we go. And yeah, now we're talking like a big silo complex. So that is for sure. I don't remember Giants actually had those, huh? Guess I don't remember seeing them in here before. Doesn't say they're a mod. Because yeah, if it was a mod, it would say underneath there. It doesn't. Got the AGI. Ooh, we could go with the AGI set there, one. Although I think I have used this set before, haven't I? But that does leave us a pit to unload into. And I'm kind of leaning towards this option myself, everyone. I don't know. That is what I'm leaning towards. So replace the bins that are there. Let's get this AGI setup going. That way we can use the pit. We can use our trailers that we have. Oh, at least hopefully we can anyway. That's what I'm thinking. Of course, now that I did that, I'm going to have to take the wheat that is in those silos back out. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a mess, isn't it? You know, we'll just, you folks let me know in the comments. What do you folks think? I'm thinking we replace the bins. I think that might be the best option. The other option, like I said, Evans, we're probably going to have to replace these trailers. And unfortunately, well, I guess you know what I could do. I could probably take it down to the sell point. We take the trailers down to the sell point, make sure we sell our wheat first, then we can sell them. Don't want to lose the wheat that's in there, obviously. Okay, with that being said, we'll just let that sit. Let's head back out to field 3. Probably with a tractor would be a good idea, I think. Let's see. Where is the other tractor here? 4840. It is finished. Excellent. Speaking of being finished here, I never did check. Did I? I don't think I did. See how well, of course, I did at missing any corners here. Well, let's check this here a minute. At least based on the map, looks like it's really good. Wow. Keep in mind, we did have the overlap set at the maximum amount, which is definitely one of the ways you can hopefully improve the amount of missing corners. And we did the first 2 headlands ourselves here as well. Something else that probably also helped. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything missing that one. That is relatively impressive. Assuming those corners will be pretty good. Again, just, I guess my preference or OCD when it comes to grass fields, everyone. I like to see it 100% planted. You know, you get the other fields, your corn, wheat, beans, whatever. Yeah, if I miss a spot here and there, oh, well, whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't care too much typically. But my grass fields, everyone, yeah, I'm a little more OCD with that, I guess. Well, let's put the planter away. I'm going to go grab our cully mulcher. We're going to head out to field 3. We'll get that field worked up here in a minute. And then once we get that field worked up, everyone, we're probably good to just go ahead and skip a couple of days here. Wait until we're ready to probably harvest again, and or if we got animals to take care of. We'll have to check that. We'll probably have to feed the horses a little bit maybe. Okay, hopefully that's somewhat sort of out of the way there. Somehow one of me thinks I might want another shed I hear at some point just so I can put more equipment in it without having to like stack it up in here too much. I'd rather not play shed Tetris if I can help it, everyone. Gotta spend a half hour just, you know, unloading your equipment from the shed to get the piece that's in the back. Doesn't exactly sound like a good time to me. I don't know, maybe if you folks like doing that, go for it. But personally, I'd rather not. Now, of course, that probably differs a little bit from real life. Everyone, where real life, yeah, you're probably going to want to stack everything you can in that shed and, you know, play, like I said, what they call shed Tetris. Fit everything you can in that shed. Oh, and one other thing I do want to do yet before we hit the next harvest, everyone, I do want to see if we can get some grass growing out on our animal pastures as well. Oop, that's where we're going here. So both our cow pasture and horse pastures, I want to get like actual grass on them. And again, I know I keep mentioning this, everyone. The grass that is currently on them does not actually count as grass. So, you know, all the grass you're seeing along the side of this road here, it's not grass. Not per the game anyway. It's just there, if you will. It doesn't actually exist as grass. So, yeah, for the cow pastures and, like I said, the horse pasture as well, I do want to see if we can get actual grass. And then hopefully, too, with those pens we have, they can take advantage of, I forget the name of the mod, everyone. But basically the mod that will let the animals graze on the grass that is in the pasture. Oh, yes, our fun round field here, everyone. So much fun, isn't it? Not entirely sure what I was thinking buying the round field here. When it, I don't know. I mean, is there any reason we gotta leave it round? We could just, plot a little more square, I suppose. Yeah, there's some trees in this corner, though. Probably won't work the best. And surprisingly for a round field, it's not actually that bad to really work up. Oh, we got stones. Oh, okay, you know what? That's interesting. Did I turn stones on? Normally I turn those off, because, yeah, stones. Nope, this is the one we want. Or is it this one? Field stones. Oh, field stones are off. That's interesting. Oh, they're already... Oh, okay. That's why. They're already here. I was going to say, Evan, that is the one option I typically turn off when it comes to stuff. I'll play with the plowing turned on, the lime turned on. But the stones, Evan, I turn the stupid stones off. Unfortunately, Giants has not seen fit to fix the severe errors of their ways when it comes to stones, Evan. So... left with no recourse but just to turn that nonsense off. I don't know, does anyone out there still like actually play with stones turned on yet? Or at this point has pretty much everyone turned stones off? Because yeah, let's face it, Evan, the way Giants has implemented stones here in the game, oh boy. You think you are farming a rock quarry instead of an actual field. Now, mind you, again, as I've said before in the past about this, depending on what part of the country you're in, I suppose you might have a field this stony, this rocky, but wow, that is still a lot of stones, that one. We might end up wanting to like lease or rent a stone picker just to get these stones on the field so I don't have to look at them all the time. I might just end up doing that. That is one thing to note, Evan, if you do turn stones off. If you have stones that are already out on the field, Evan, you still have to remove them. Now, they shouldn't come back once they're removed, but again, you will have to remove them. They don't just disappear when you turn that option off, unfortunately. That'd be too easy, right? Anyway, but we'll see once we can read a few comments here in a moment. Killen was saying, I did figure it out, sort of. Works fine. Until one day it did not. He's talking about his game here. He mentioned a couple episodes back. His game was, I think it was crashing or it wasn't working or something. Says he uninstalled, reinstalled it a dozen times before he gave up and it did a factory reset on the PC. It's been working good ever since. Interesting that a factory reset on the PC would solve the problem. That seems a little odd to me. Also a little bit of an extreme measure. I usually try to avoid that measure at all costs. JDT was saying that the S500 series combines are for more like down in Brazil and the surrounding areas. That would explain why I don't think I've ever seen or heard of an S550 around where I live. I mean, it's usually all the 600 series, so, 660. Forget if there's a 650. I think it's 660 is the smallest I remember. Then 670, 680, 690. I don't know. Do they have a 700 series? I know they got the 790, 780. I don't think they have a 760. Do they have an? I don't know. I'd have to go look at the numbers again, I guess. If they do, I can't say I've heard of one. It seems like usually when the 700 series combines like 780, it's always 780 and 790 I've heard of seen, I should say. Sean was saying you have to attach a tractor for the auger to work. Well, I think we kind of disproved that one, at least with the auger we have anyway, which would make sense. That auger should not need a tractor. It has its own built-in motor that runs itself. Hetro saying I've not used that auger like the ones from the AGI pack, or switch out your man. That is true. I didn't check that, did I? It is possible, Evan, we could get a better auger that might actually work for our gravity wagons. There's, yeah, okay, there's the one we have, the convey all. That one, yeah, doesn't exactly work. That one's probably too small. So what it says 1690, that's probably a 90-foot auger, I'm guessing. Actually, what it probably is a 16-inch 90-foot auger, or actually a 16-inch belt, I guess, probably. So I'm pretty sure this is belt-driven, not actual auger. Okay, we got that one. Nope. We got this one. Thought this worked with gravity wagons, but I could be wrong on that. We maybe could try that at some point. Looks like that's about our only options, though there's not a whole lot of other options, or at least the options that I have anyway, for belts / augers. Hatcher was saying, how do you like Courseplay for Farming Simulator 22? As bad as what Courseplay was in Farming Simulator 19, the controls in 22 are not as good. I had trouble trying to start a new course on a different field. It would only... Oh. Just a minute here. That's, you know, so yeah, it looks like a spam call. I don't think we want to answer that. Just let that go to voicemail. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Trouble trying to start a new course on a different field. It would only show the course on the last field. I found out how to clear it, but it's not as user-friendly as it was in 19. That has probably got some truth to it here. The new interface here in Farming Simulator 22, maybe once you're used to it, everyone, maybe it's I don't know. The one in Farming Simulator 19 was pretty solid, I would say. Not that Courseplay was solid, in my opinion, but the interface was pretty good. And at least when it comes to Courseplay, so like Hetro was saying, when it comes to changing course, what I always have to do, and I use the small one, just click on the little X right there, make sure you unload it. Make sure you're on the field you want to create the course for, and you should have no problem creating it. So, in that regards, I mean, it's fairly simple, if you ask me. I don't have a whole lot of problems with it, usually. And that is the only thing I've used Courseplay for. And actually, I don't know if Courseplay can do much more than that at this point, can it? You know, in the past, Courseplay used to be able to unload combines and pack down bunkers and so on and so forth, a lot of the other stuff, right? The version of Courseplay I have, maybe I should update this. I just happened to think of that. It's been a while since I've updated my version of Courseplay. But this one really only does field work as far as I know, and so that's like all it does is field work. And Courseplay does seem to do a pretty decent job of that. I can't complain too much about that. And I think I said as much back in Farming Simulator 19 as well. But Courseplay usually did pretty good with field work. That usually wasn't the problem. It was the more smarter AI features that needed help, I would say. Like unloading a combine. That's where Courseplay definitely severely fell flat. And for those who remember, I think it was last year? No, maybe it was 2 years ago. I guess it was probably like 2 years ago now that I think about it. 2 years ago, I did an episode on Farming Simulator 15. We went back to the Oklahoma map. So, Oklahoma Farming Simulator 15. Everyone, we played with Courseplay on there. And Courseplay in Farming Simulator 15, everyone, oh my goodness, worked so much better. Like, night and day difference. Like, you could set up your course, and Courseplay would reliably, regularly unload the combine. Then you go to use Courseplay and Farming Sim in 19, Evan, and you better have a lot of drugs available. A lot of drugs, Evan, a lot of drugs. That's all I can say. Garrett was asking, I wonder if you have to open up the tops on those bins. I don't believe there is a way. Would be cool if there was, but that, yeah, as we kind of already proved, that's not really the problem. I think the problem is probably a combination of the belt with a combination of our gravity wagons. They just don't like each other, and yeah, that's what's going on there, everyone. Matt was saying you could get a 36-foot header for that combine. Ooh, I missed a spot. Missed a spot. Oh well. Or just cultivating. It really doesn't matter, I don't think, does it? Probably not. Do you think the S550 would run a 36-foot header? Maybe it would, I'm not sure. Oh, Hoover left a good comment here. Oh, and it is time to wrap it up here. This just wanted to read this real quick. Hoover was saying those crane controls have always been there in the menu system. It's just now that they're turned on by default. I turned mine back off. Everyone knows when Farming Simulator says they made it easier, they really messed. Oh, that's right. That is a good point, everyone. For those of you following my logging series on the new map, Silver Run Forester, the Platinum DLC, the controls are different, everyone, and that's a good point. And it's because there is a different control. I completely forgot about that, everyone. Yes. Thank you very much for that one there, Hoover. I completely forgot about that. So good point there, but I might just have to go back in and double check, make sure it is turned off, because if it is on by default, I might want to switch it back to the basically each individual axis on your controller controls each individual hydraulic. Again, what we got at the moment, everyone, is when if I move one axis, it moves multiple hydraulics. And if you got used to it, it might be good. Maybe. That's a big maybe. But I don't know. I'm not sure I'm a fan. So I might have to take Hoover's advice here and see if I can go turn that off. Anyway, with that, we're going to wrap this episode up here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching, and till next time.